Welcome to REConnection Television Winter 2010 edition, your connection to recreation opportunities available from Roanoke County Parks. I'm Scott Ramsberg, and as you can see, I'm standing here in Green Ridge Recreation Center. As of January 1st, 2010, Green Ridge will be completely open to the public. Now, this all started several years ago with a community survey sent out to Roanoke County residents to decide what the future of our park system would look like. And you know what the #1 result was? People wanted places to walk, no matter what the weather, places to walk indoors and outdoors. And this is partly a response to that survey. During the show today, we'll take you on a tour of Green Ridge Recreation Center. You'll meet some of the staff members you see when you visit. Also on the show, we'll teach you how to paint with little or no experience of your own. And it's never too early to think about summer camps for the kids. Roanoke County is the #1 provider of summer camps in the Roanoke Valley, and we'll take you out to Camp Roanoke to look at this year's slate of programs. Finally, we'll talk to a personal fitness instructor from right here at Green Ridge about how to achieve your personal training goals. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy this edition of REConnection Television. I'm joined here in the gymnasium at Green Ridge Recreation Center with Kelly Stevens. She's one of our new instructors here. She teaches the cardio and sculpting classes at Green Ridge, but that's not all she does. She's also teaching a new course at the Brambleton Center this winter called interval training. First of all, can you tell us a little bit about interval training?
Yes, interval training is getting your heart rate up and then bringing it down to a moderate level. So it's just a repetition of high intensity and then moderate intensity. Anybody can take it. It's a really good cardio class for people of all ages.
So all ages, are the people that take this class looking to lose weight? Are they looking to tone muscles? What are they looking to do?
They can tone their muscles and lose weight, along with bringing their energy level up.
Now, there's a whole variety of aerobic exercise type of classes, and you know, sometimes it's very hard to decide which one's right for you. How do you know if this is something that you should try?
Anybody can try it. Anybody that wants to lose weight, get their energy up, and sculpt their muscles, it's good for anybody.
All right, well, let's go into some exercises. What are some exercises that you'd be doing at interval training?
You might be doing some hamstring curls, something like this.
And what does this do for you?
This is working your glutes. Doing this, and then you might be getting your heart rate up like this, high intensity, and then bringing it over and grabbing the ball. Doing some tricep curls like this.
And what are the benefits of the tricep curls?
Just sculpting the muscles.
Which the muscles up in your
triceps,
up in your upper
the
arm?
arms.
Okay.
So it'll be, this will be the moderate intensity, and then you could bring the ball down and then do some jumping jacks, get your heart rate up, and then go back down and grab the ball and do some bicep work.
Now the name of the course is interval training, and that refers to the different segments of time in which you do the exercises. How long would you be spending lifting the ball up and down or working out side to side?
A minute to 5 minutes.
A minute to 5 minutes. So this is a pretty quick-paced class.
Right.
Is there a certain level where maybe it's too advanced for someone that perhaps has joint issues? Certain type of person maybe should not take the class?
I think it's good for everybody. There's always modifications. Instead of maybe doing the hamstring curls, they could just do the step touch. Okay, well, tell me a little bit about the times of the class. This is going to be held at the Brambleton Center? Yeah, Brambleton Center. It's going to be from 7:40 to 8:40 on Thursday evenings.
Thursday evenings. Now, quickly, can you go into some of the other classes that you're going to be teaching? You're going to be doing some members-only classes here at Green Ridge. If you choose to be a member, you'll see Kelly here. Quickly go into what those classes would be like.
I'm teaching some sculpting classes, which would be working with the ball, working with the big exercise ball, toning the core, doing some cardio, also teaching Pilates. So sculpting, Pilates, abs classes, and cardio classes.
So you can come to Green Ridge Recreation Center. You just might see Kelly Stevens, and of course you can sign up for interval training. Visit our website at www.roanokecountyparks.com. Click on the wellness section to find out where that course is, or you can always call us 772-PLAY. That's 772-7529. Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you.
The indoor aquatics area you see behind me is the most distinguishing feature at Green Ridge Recreation Center. As you can see, the pool behind me is one continuous body of water with the exception of the hot tub. It has zero depth entry. That means you can enter at ground level and reach any area of the inside pool. That's great for accessibility, and it's great for the kids to splash around with. The pool itself is heated to 84 degrees. That's slightly warmer than a normal indoor pool because we're a fun family play environment, not so much for lap swimmers. We also have a forced current river that's kind of like a lazy river that takes you around. We have a water vortex, spins you around in a circle. We have a 15-foot water slide, 2 lap lanes, and of course we're going to be teaching some general public recreation classes like water aerobics and swimming lessons. Let's hear more about our swimming lessons now. With the opening of Green Ridge Recreation Center January 1st, Roanoke County Parks added a new core program area to our lineup. That's the Aquatics program section. You can find it on our website at RoanokeCountyParks.com. Just click on the link for Aquatics and you can see some great programs that we offer to the general public. Our beautiful pool here is available for a daily admission, or you can come as a member, or you can take a program for us. Like I mentioned, you can find them on our website. Here to talk about that is Tanya Pendleton. She's the Aquatics Manager at Green Ridge. Welcome, Tanya.
Thank you.
Now let's first start with the most popular classes, which are the swimming lessons.
Yes.
What makes swimming lessons at Green Ridge unique?
Well, we have American Red Cross, and all our instructors are WSI instructors.
Which means?
Which means that they are certified instructors through the American Red Cross.
Okay.
They've had the experience, gone through the training program, they're certified, they have they're knowledgeable in swimming lessons, and most likely they were a swimmer themselves.
All right, let's talk about them one by one. First,
Sure.
the youngest kids. How young do you start?
You start at 6 months old, and those classes go all the way up till they're 2 years old. They're with parents. The parents are involved in the program. The children become aware of water awareness, basically. You learn how to exit and enter the water safely. The children become comfortable laying on their back floating, laying on their bellies. We do lots of games and fun songs and so forth.
Does it help them out later on by taking classes so young?
Absolutely. They become comfortable in the water at an early age, and so that makes it a lot easier as they advance and get a little older.
Okay, let's talk about the next group, the toddler age group.
Sure. Starting at 3 years old, they can start with a parent or without a parent, depending on if they're comfortable being alone. And we increase the skills, learning how to blow bubbles, how to start to hold their breath, go under the water, start to use their paddle arms, start to be comfortable laying on their bellies, being in a horizontal position, learning to, again, float on their back with support, and then eventually going to without support.
And then let's move on to the level 1 through 4 swimmers.
Sure. We start at level 1s at 6 years old, could be 5 years old, depending on their how comfortable they are in the water. And again, increasing, now starting to become totally independent without a parent, laying on their belly, holding their breath, and eventually starting to turn their heads to the side, bilateral breathing, starting their arms with in front crawl. We start to learn into breaststroke, back crawl, elementary backstroke. Then we also do some water safety skills.
And finally, we also offer some adult swimming lessons too. Maybe an adult that hasn't really gone through it as a kid, didn't start at a baby age.
Absolutely. We have a lot of adults who are been afraid of the water, and so we'll do lessons from those that are totally afraid of water, all the way to the people that have lots of training, need to learn how to become a better triathlete, so forth. So
really something for everyone. And the best part is it's an indoor pool, so you can have swimming lessons year-round. Find out more about it on our website at www.RoanokeCountyParks.com or pick up a copy of REConnection magazine. This is the lobby at Green Ridge Recreation Center. Now, when you come in for the first time, you'll check out here at the front desk and proceed around the desk to the rest of the center. Behind us, the stairway to get up to the Wellness Center. Locker rooms are down this hallway straight behind me, and to access some of the public recreation classes, you'll go down this hallway to the multi-purpose rooms. Now, you don't have to be a member to enjoy Green Ridge Recreation Center. There are 3 ways to participate. First is membership. Your membership to Green Ridge gives you access to the indoor pool, gymnasium, locker room, kids zone, and fitness areas, and some classes that come with your memberships. Daily admission, which ranges between $7 and $9 depending on age and residency, will allow you access to the indoor part of the facility as well. And you can also participate in Green Ridge, join in the fun through our recreation programs. Things like our oil painting classes, summer camps. We're the largest provider of summer camps in the area. Those will all be held in our multi-purpose rooms. Right now, let's take a look at one of those classes, oil painting. I'm joined now by Ed Goen, who is a new instructor for us here at Roanoke County Parks, and this winter he's teaching a course called Basic Principles of Direct Painting. Welcome, Ed.
Well, thank you for having me.
What does this class entail?
It's about mixing color, basically. The idea being that if a student can isolate a color that they see in life, painting from life and not just from a photograph, if they can analyze the color they see and know the principles of mixing, then they can mix that color, get that color shape, that note we call it, and put it in the right spot on the canvas and get the next one next to it as accurate as that one after a while they've got a painting.
Now this is working with oil painting. Now a lot of folks have taken classes from us before, are familiar with Bob Ross oil painting. They're very popular classes with Roanoke County Parks. But what you're teaching in Basic Principles of Direct Painting is quite a different thing, isn't it?
It is. In direct painting, we're painting again from life. And that is not painting from an instruction book or from copying another photograph. However, students that have done Bob Ross classes do quite well. They get the feel for paint, they want to continue painting, and they find out they can make a picture, so they go on, want to develop.
It's called Basic Principles of Direct Painting, but it's really for someone with maybe a little bit of experience in oil painting?
A little bit of experience is helpful. However, I've seen amazing results from people who have never done direct painting before. They themselves are amazed at how well they can and accurately they can mix a color.
Okay, well, let's jump right into it. Okay. And let's say I pick a color that I want to paint, like this orange that you have on the palette right now. How easy is it for you to mix up that color? Can you show us how it's done?
I'll be glad to show you. Okay, what we have here is an orange, and we're going to mix this one right here. That's the one you picked, right?
Yeah, it's the one.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the white because I can tell what I'm doing with the white. I can add colors to that and see what's going on. Now, that orange color is basically in the red family, so I'm going to use my bright red here, and you'll notice I only have 5 colors plus white. It doesn't take all 88 tubes of paint in the paint store to create a color. Now,
so before we started this, you actually put drops of the color all the way around the edge here.
Exactly. Okay, so now I'm about at the right amount of light or dark. Okay, a little bit lighter than that.
Do you always start with white no matter what color you're trying to get?
It's a good general principle because when you start with white, you can tell what's going on in the color.
Why'd you decide to add the yellow there?
Okay, it's a little too cool. It's very close, but it's a little bit what we call cool. That's a property of color, temperature that is. Some colors are cool, some colors are warm. That's one of, as well as light, dark. You also have warm and cool colors. So I've got to.
Looks pretty close to me. Put it on the canvas and see what it does. Okay. Nice.
All right.
And really, it's that simple. And in the class, we walk people through it from scratch, from putting it on the palette to mixing it, and the whole thing.
Exactly.
Make it easy. Thank you, Ed, for coming on with us today. And the class is called Direct Principles of Basic Principles of Direct Painting.
There you go.
You can find out more about it online at www.roanokecountyparks.com. These are the locker rooms at Green Ridge Recreation Center. None of the lockers are assigned, so you just bring your own lock from home, put it in here, and each of the lockers is numbered. There are plenty of lockers to go around based on the capacity of the pool. As we head this way, you'll see the showers. Each of the showers is separated by masonry barriers, so you have plenty of privacy. Plus, 2 curtains on rods here drop all the way to the floor, and seats if you have handicap accessibility issues or if you just want a place to sit down and change. Now, if you have a family situation where you want even more privacy, right off of our main lobby are 2 family changing areas, so you can relax, not have to worry about a thing. Speaking of relaxation, we've got a new class to tell you about just for women. It's called Self-Care for Women. Relax and renew you. We're here in the lobby at Green Ridge Recreation Center where we're excited to tell you about a new course that we have this winter called Self-Care for Women, and the instructor is Asia Sharif Clark. Welcome, Asia.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you for having me.
Now, I read the program description in REConnection magazine, and maybe because I'm a guy, but I had a little bit of trouble understanding what this class is all about. Tell us about this class.
Okay, Self-Care for Women is really a class to help women make more time for themselves while they're taking care of the world. They're dealing with family, they're taking care of work, they're taking care of aging parents, they're volunteering, they're working in churches, they're doing all these opportunities that are outside of themselves. So Self-Care for Women is a class that really focuses on enhancing their well-being.
Okay, so kind of like a club or a get-together?
It's kind of like a get-together. It's very social. It's all around fun, laughter, and friendship. But the main idea of the course is to really help women connect and talk about what matters to them.
Now, the class meets every Saturday here at Green Ridge.
Every other Saturday.
Every other Saturday at Green Ridge at 9 o'clock. What are some of the typical things that you might do at a class?
What you might do is, number one, you might talk about recipes for relaxation. How do we relax at the end of a long day? How do we renew ourselves? How do we stay rejuvenated. We are constantly going through the week where we're energy drains, and so this is a way for them to kind of replenish themselves. So we start by having fun activities. There may be journaling, there may be a connection session. We might ask a question as simple as, what activities bring you the most joy?
Now, what type of people typically sign up for a class like this? Is this young women, old women?
Oh, I would say it really goes from women age 30 up to about age 60, 65.
Okay, well, tell me about some of your experiences with other classes. How has this really helped them on an emotional level?
Well, actually, it's done two things. It's helped on a practical level, first of all, and then it's helped on an emotional level. On a practical level, women come away with two things. Number one, that they don't have to do everything, and number two, they don't have to do everything by themselves. So it's about building a system and also then building support. So it's giving them strategies for systems and support so that they go away feeling like, I'm more organized, but I'm organized and doing the things that I really need to do. And number two, on an emotional level, they learn to talk about what matters to them. They learn to talk about what they need and not feel I guess, embarrassed about sharing when they need help. That's a hard thing for women. They say, I need support.
Right.
And so in this environment, it's very non-judgmental. It's a very secure and a very intimate environment where women get together and say, you know what, this has been bothering me, and now coming away, I know how to handle
And
this.
a great way to meet new friends in a supportive environment. Only $15 every other Saturday here at Green Ridge. Well, thanks, Asia. Find out more about this program at www.roanokecountyparks.com. Welcome to the Wellness Center at Green Ridge. You can see some of our exercise equipment behind me, 45 plus pieces of aerobic exercise equipment, treadmills, ellipticals and such. The treadmills and ellipticals here on the back row have personal viewing screens so you can watch cable television as you work out. On this side we have 45 plus pieces of cardio strength training equipment. We have free weights, and of course we have a 1/8 mile walking track with beautiful views, windows all around so you can see the mountains surrounding us. We have a group exercise studio that can be divided into 2 rooms with floating wood floors so it's better on the joints. And of course we have a great staff here to help you, making sure you're using the equipment properly to get trained up the way you want to help in your life and fitness goals. And speaking of that, we're going to speak to our wellness manager, Julie Morris. We're here in the free weight area at Green Ridge Recreation Center, where I'm joined by the wellness manager, Julie Morris. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you.
Now, the wellness center here at Green Ridge is not all just about group exercise and the machines and the weights. We also offer classes, and we also offer personal training. Tell us about our personal training program at Green Ridge.
Personal training is designed for one-on-one or with one other person, and what it's designed to do is actually improve cardiovascular fitness, strength, and flexibility.
All right, first, you lost me at cardiovascular fitness. What's cardiovascular fitness?
Cardiovascular fitness is anything that brings your heart rate up and that works your heart. So
What kind of people would sign up for a personal training course? Is this everyday Joe off the street? Is this someone looking to advance performance on a sports team? Who signs up for personal training?
anybody can sign up for personal training. It can be for anybody.
Do you need any kind of experience?
No, not at all.
Not at all. You guide us through the process all the way. Well, tell us about the rate structure. How does it work?
It actually starts at $34 per session.
And then you pay for hourly sessions?
It's hour-long sessions.
Okay. Well, what types of exercises do you do?
I'm actually going to demonstrate a couple of exercises that we can do.
Sure, go ahead.
With our wellness coordinator, Tiffany. Go ahead and have a seat on the ball, Tiffany. And what you're going to actually do is walk your feet out. So you're laying down with just your head and your shoulders. This exercise is actually going to work, I'm going to hand her some dumbbells. This is actually going to work her chest muscles as well as her core and her lower body.
Now, those are only 5 pounds. Is that pretty typical?
Yes, I mean, it's going to depend on the fitness level of the person. It'll be for all fitness levels. And she's just going to press like that. It's a very easy exercise. We can go ahead and go right into another exercise that will work the abdominals. So go ahead and slide up. Now you're just going to crunch. This exercise works the abdominals primarily, but anytime you have to balance, you work the whole entire core, and that's why the ball is important.
Now, what would you say for someone who's maybe watching this at home and is a little intimidated by doing an exercise like this? They think, well, this is something only athletes do. Why would I need this exercise?
This actually can be done by anybody, and we can always start with the person's fitness level and then build from there. So if they're not ready for that, there's other things that we can do.
Now, it's not just adults that can take these classes, correct?
Exactly. We have personal training for teens, and it's actually for 9 and above.
Okay. Well, if you want to know more about our personal training here at Green Ridge, please remember that it's not just members that can participate in this, correct?
Exactly.
The general public can sign up. Personal training at Green Ridge, affordable rates starting at $34 per session, and you can find out more by calling us at 777-6300 or visit us at www.roanokecountyparks.com. When you call, ask for Julie Morris. One of the best reasons to become a member of Green Ridge Recreation Center is that membership gives you access to this room. Kids Zone. It's a place where you can drop off your children ages 6 weeks all the way up through 8 years old for supervised activities from a certified staff. You can leave them here for up to 2 hours a day while you work out. Now you may ask, what do I do with my child that's 9 years or older? Well, there's plenty for them to do here at Green Ridge. Children 9 through 12 can have complete access to the indoor pool and the activity room right next door while you work out, as long as a parent is in the building. And once they're 13 years old or older, they have complete access to Green Ridge, so you can drop them off anytime you'd like. Now, speaking of kids, summer is just around the corner, and Roanoke County Parks has a great lineup of summer camp activities. Let's go out to Camp Roanoke and look at the great 2010 lineup for Camp Roanoke. We're here at beautiful Camp Roanoke, where I'm joined by Camp Director Greg Martin. Now, as you probably know, Camp Roanoke is a great place to send your kids during the summer months, and we'll talk about that a little later on. But first, the staff at Camp Roanoke is busy during the winter months, programming some great public classes. Greg, let's talk about some of those right now.
Sure. We're excited to be offering backcountry cooking classes this year, intro to backpacking, intro to climbing, a knot tying class. We're even offering Native American flute building and playing, and even some travel Spanish programs.
All of this out of Green Ridge Recreation Center.
That's correct.
And tell me, talk about some of the outdoors related classes, the backpacking, the backcountry cooking. Who is this intended for? Is this someone who has an interest, someone with a little experience, or do they need experience?
All of the above. You can come, never gone backpacking before or cooked anything outdoors, and we'll teach you how to use the stoves, how to pack your backpacks, how to safely hike. So if you have a little bit of experience or a lot of experience, it may not be the course for you, but if you're wanting to start, it'd be a perfect opportunity.
And it's the great time to do it during the winter while you're gearing up for the spring and summer months.
Definitely.
Now let's shift gears and talk about the summer camp programs. What are the offerings that we have this year? What's new at camp this year?
We have some new climbing locations, some new paddling locations this year. We've got our great staff returning. And we're also excited on Fridays, our day camp is going to be able to utilize the Green Ridge Recreation Center.
The swimming pool and the water slide area, so that's a really great feature, and that's included in your camp fee?
You got it.
All right, well, you mentioned some of the off-site trips, and in my mind, that's one of the key features of Camp Roanoke. Talk about the different age levels. You start out with the youngest group?
Kindergartners, then we go through seniors in high school.
And kindergartners can either stay here on campus the whole week, or they can be bused during the day?
That's correct.
Talk about some of the bus drop-off locations.
Tanglewood Mall is where we pick up, and we also provide a hot meal, snacks in the morning and snacks in the afternoon.
And again, that's all included in your tuition?
That's correct.
At what point do they start making the off-site trips where you go to these climbing locations?
Fourth grade, 4th and 5th grade, our Voyager programs go off-site. And if kids are looking for things prior to that, we're taking an Angels Fall hike that has a summit of 3,550 feet this spring. We're also offering a Mother Day kayaking trip, 2 climbing trips, mountain biking, some family wall climbs. So as soon as the weather gets nicer, there'll be plenty of things to do outside here and in the local area.
And that's for the family. And getting back to the kids, I guess the oldest groups go on some really long trips, a week-long trip to North Carolina? That's
correct. We go to the coastal waterways down near Cape Hatteras. We go surfing, crabbing, sea kayaking, and then we also take the kids over to West Virginia for some extended backcountry climbing and rafting and kayaking experiences also.
Now, if you're interested in summer camp at Camp Roanoke, there are 2 things you want to put on your calendar. The first of those things is February 20th.
That's correct. We'll be at Valley View Mall between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And there'll also be close to 30 other camps within the region gathered there to answer questions for parents and their families. And whether you're a day program, a residential program, a nonprofit, a for-profit, if you're looking for a religious affiliated camp, special population camp, there will be representatives there to talk to
Find
you.
out which one's right for your child. It may be Camp Roanoke, it may not be. But if you think you're interested in Camp Roanoke, mark your calendars finally for April.
We'll be having our alumni weekend there, April the 9th and 10th. We'll be providing meals, campfire programs. The staff will be here having a great time. And then we're inviting the general public to come anytime that Saturday and experience camp.
And you can always find out more about Camp Roanoke online at www.camproanoke.com. Thanks, Greg.
You bet.
Camp Roanoke is great for the kids this summer, but what about the rest of the family? Well, you can take them here to Splash Valley Water Park, an outdoor family leisure pool that's fun for the whole family. Well, you can see behind me some of the features of the facility, the biggest ones being the two 3-story water slides. That's 32 feet. First one drops you down, spins you around in a bowl, and lets you out the bottom. The second one is a fully enclosed flume slide. We also have a very large lazy river. We have a children's spray ground with water cannons. They can shoot each other, have fun. We have shaded areas, grassy places to sit down and enjoy the sun, locker rooms, and a concession stand. We're open Memorial Day to Labor Day, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. every day. And for Roanoke County residents, an added benefit, you can get in 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. for you. Tons of fun for everyone. And speaking of tons of fun, Wendy Schultz is here to talk about our event every year, February 6th this time at Tanglewood Mall. I'm joined by Roanoke County's Tourism and Events Director, Wendy Schultz. Wendy, there's a great event coming up February 6th. Tell us about it.
Oh, there certainly is, Scott. It's called Tons of Fun. It is actually the 11th year that we're doing this. Yeah, it's been a fabulous success. We are out at Tanglewood Mall on Saturday, February 6th from 10 to 4. Last year, we had well over 40 different organizations and groups that were out there with activities, performances. We probably had close to 70 different activities, performances, interactive activities going on. Anything you can imagine for the kids to enjoy, and all for free.
That's the key part. It's all for free. What ages enjoy the events at Tanglewood that day?
Well, we have been gearing most of the activities for children 12 and under. This year we're going to add a few things because everybody comes out with their families, and the older kids come out and have a great time. So it's just for kids and their families just to come out and enjoy the day.
And a lot of people show up too. How many did we have last year?
Last year we had over 8,000.
8,000, a lot of space in Tanglewood Mall. So tell us about, give me some examples of some of the children's activities you find at tons of fun.
Absolutely. The Roanoke Symphony has done a fabulous job, and they come out with all of their instruments, and it's called an instrument petting zoo. So everyone that comes out actually gets to try the instruments that they can see in an orchestra. It's fabulous. We also, of course, have face painting. We have balloon sculptures, all kinds of hands-on craft activities. We also have some of the local gyms come out and do all kinds of activities with the kids. We have obstacle courses.
Performances?
And performances. We have magicians, we have puppet shows, we have karate demonstrations, we have the Shaolin Dragons coming out. I mean, it's just activity after activity after activity.
Now, are you still accepting organizations to participate this year?
We would love to get some new organizations. As a matter of fact, I got a call today, actually from 2 groups today who want to participate because they've heard about it. It's a great way for organizations to promote themselves and get involved in the community.
And they're allowed to participate. It's free for the organizations as well, as long as they provide
an activity. Absolutely.
And what do you need to do if you wanted to participate in this event or just find out more about it?
Okay, they can visit our website at www.roanokecountyparks.com. They can call me at 387-6078 and just ask for me, and I'll be more than happy to send them the necessary information. They fill out a simple form, they get it back to me, and we're there.
I know you've talked to a lot of parents. What's the one thing that people just keep telling you about this event? Why do people keep coming back?
Because it is a magnificent time for the family to be together, to be out of the elements, because it is in February. It's a great opportunity for them to get exposed to all kinds of things in the community.
And we can't stress enough, it's a free event.
Correct.
The event runs from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday, February 6th, so we hope you all come out. Thank you very much, Wendy.
Thank you.
Now, throughout this program, we've taken you on a tour of Green Ridge Recreation Center. We hope you're impressed and you'll come out and see for yourself. Now, Green Ridge really lives up to its name as a green building as well. Green Ridge is LEED certified, which stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design, a federal award for some of the features that are saving energy throughout the building. Every day, Green Ridge saves 30% of its energy costs through design. 27% of the building was made of recycled materials, and 75% of our construction waste was recycled in the building of Green Ridge. We hope you'll come out and visit for a tour. We're open daily, so come take a look. Remember, you don't have to be a member to participate. We have affordable daily admission rates. You can find out about any of our programs online at www.roanokecountyparks.com, or you can give us a call at 772-PLAY. That's 772-7529. For questions specifically about Green Ridge Recreation Center, call directly at 777-6300. That's 777-6300. Thanks for watching REConnection Television. You can see us every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. or Saturday morning at 10 o'clock a.m. on RVTV, or always online at RoanokeCountyParks.com. I'll see you in the parks.